Good morning, children. Welcome back to science class. Now I'm going to start a new lesson from biology. Lesson number 18, Organization of Life. This is the video session of this lesson, part 1. Organization of living things. So it is starting with a small cell. A small cell is combining together to form a molecules. So these molecules again making a organelles and then tissues, organs, body system, organization. So all the living being, the smallest unit of our body is cell. So simple one cell has been divided into many cells, then it is making a organs, tissues, everything, then it is making an entire body. Biological organization of living beings. First it is started with atom. So atoms are combining together to make a molecules. Molecules, small molecules are combining and then making a macromolecules. Macro is bigger molecule. Then these macromolecules combining to form organelles, and then those organelle is making a cell. The cells are combining together to make a tissue, and then these tissues are combining to form organ. So organs, many organs combining together make an organ system. So finally, all the organ systems are combined to make a whole organism. So it is making a now one is making a human body. The entire human body is made up of a many organ system into our body. Example, circulatory system, excretory system, nervous system, like that. So many organs are included in our body to do our day-to-day work. Different levels of organization. So how the organization has been taking place for the living being. First, the cells. The smaller cells are combining, it makes a tissue. So tissues will be like this, and then these tissues will making a organ. So organ, here they given both the plant and then animal. See, animal we have a different cell types, and then tissues also different organs. Then those organs are combining to form a to make organ system. So many organs are in our body, and then animals body also, and then the plant also. Then finally all the organ system must combine to make a organism, that is living being. Either it may be a plant or else a animal. So all the living beings, the smallest, the basic thing is cell. Here we have a structure of cell. It is a type of plant cell. We have a different types of cells in the plant as well as in the animal. So here it is a plant cell. Here we are going to see the animal cell. Cell is a small structural and functional unit of life. The study of cell is called a biology. Cell consists of cytoplasm enclosed within membranes. Each cell organelles performs a specific function. So they all have some individual functions. The size of the cell varies in different animals. So depends upon the animal. The cell size has been varying. The cell of bacteria are the small in its size. So bacteria is a single cellular species. So it is also have a smallest cell in its body. Then the smallest cell in the human cell, in our human body, the smallest cell is red blood cell, and then the longest cell is nerve cell. So in our body itself we have a long cell as well as a short cell. Cell to zygote. So our body is developed from a single cell. So how these single cell convert into multicellular its body. So the single cell is divided into many cells. The term we can call it as a zygote. The zygote undergoes continuous meiotic division. Here see in this picture, Here the single cell has been have a break in between and then making a new cell likewise. So the after breaking, so these two are acting as individual cells, again they undergo a cell division and forms a fortress consisting multitude means it's multiplying. The cells has been multiplying of cells of different shape, size and content. Then fertile cells gradually attain change in structure and function. So what is happening? First the cell is divided into zygote. After that, so it is changing its shape and then function. Structure also it is changing. This process is known as cell different. Why the cell differentiation has been taking place? Because our body is made up of many organ systems. So based on the organ, so the cell structure has been differentiating. Shape of cell. So in a human body, we have a different types of cell. We know we have a red blood cell and white blood cell. See the difference, red blood cell. So it's a flat cell. Next we have a ovum cell. Ovum is in your stomach. We have a ovum cell. And then nerve cell. So it is the longest cell in our body. See in the picture itself, it's clearly visible. Nervous in the nervous system. So throughout the body is connected to the brain. So the nervous system, all the messages through our brain conducted by nerves. So nerve cells are the longest cell in our body. And then columnar epithelial cell. Epithelial means nothing but of our skin cells. So it is the outer surface of our skin cells. Smooth muscle cells. Muscles, we have a 600 muscles in our body. So those muscle cells are looking like this. Bone cell. In the bone, how we have a cell. So like this structure only the bone cells are. Sperm cell. Sperm cell is present in the male part of our body. So these are the different types of cell based on the organ system. Those cells are present in our body. Tissues. The tissues are group of cells that have a similar structure and act together to perform a specific function. So you have a tissue system in a body. Those tissues have a same structures but they have perform a different functions. Here we have a two types of tissues, simple tissues and complex tissues. They are connective tissues. So connective means from one part to another part connecting. Epithelial tissue. Epithelial is a outer surface of our skin. Muscle tissue. So in our muscles we have a tissue structure like this. And then nervous tissue. So nervous also we have a, so it has a connective wires in between the nerves. So we have a structure like this. So we have a two types of tissues. In that itself we have a four types of tissue in our body. Here we are going to see types of tissues and then their function. Epithelial tissue. This is the tissue for protection. So all over throughout the body we have a skin. So skin is a protective layer of our body. Muscular tissue. This tissue for movements and locomotion. Movements. So to move from one place to other place, these muscles are helpful to us. Connective tissues. So these tissues for building different structure of a body. So we have a different shapes in our body. So to connect those places, these connective tissues are acting on it. Next we have a nervous tissue. This is the tissue for conduction of nerve impulses. Yes. So we have any pain or else we feel some hotness, sweetness, cold. So like those, all those things are conducted through our nerve impulse. So it can send a message like how the current is passing in the wires. Likewise, it is sending a message through the nose and then it is contact to our brain. So these are the types of tissues and their function. So organs, we have a different organs in our body. See ears, nose, heart, eyes, lungs, pancreas, liver, our foot, stomach, mouth, kidney, intestine, and So everything was made by single cell. So these single cells are combining together make a organ system. So all the organs are connected with the brain. So all those things are immediately sent it by our nervous system. The nerve impulse are sending. So what it is, for example, the ear. So what is the sound? You're differentiating the sound, and then the smell, and then when anything hot or cold things are touched up by our skin. So everything is connected through our nerves. So immediately it's sending the message to our brain. So brain is the controlling part of our body. Most of the organs in our body are made up of four types of tissues. They are epithelial tissue, muscular tissue, connective tissue, and nervous system. So now we are going to see the eyes. The eyes are photoreceptor. Actually, the thing what we are seeing, it is capturing to our eyes, so we can call it as a photoreceptor. The eye is responsible for vision. It is differentiation colors. So with the help of our eyes, only we are differentiating the colors. Every part of the human body, it is several parts fit together to forming a spherical structure. So all the human body parts are fixed with the several tissue system and then forming a spherical structure. Spherical means you know what is a spherical shape. So it forms a spherical structure. So here also you can see the eyes diagram. So in that you can see how the eye was. It is a spherical in shape. External structure of an eye. The external structure. So what is the thing we are seeing at the outside? This is eye, people. Then tear duct. When we feel sorrow, the tears comes out from our eyes. So it's a tear duct. Lacrimal, and then iris. Iris is a center. So it is a muscle, and then it is expanding and then contracting to see things. Sclera, it is also a white part of our eye. Lacrimal gland, it is making our eyes wet. Internal structure of our eye. This is an internal structure. So inside, inner part, we have a part choroid, retina, fovea, optic nerve. These are the nerves for responsible for the things we are going to see. Ciliary body, it is a muscle part of our eyes. Iris, the thing. Lens, lens is capturing the things what we are seeing. People, cornea and sclera. These are the inner parts of our eyes. So the inner part is looking like this. It's like a spherical in shape. Assignment for this class. What are the types of tissues? What is a cell? What are the different types of cells? Explain the external structure of an eye. Dash is a functional unit of the body. Thank you, children. Have a great day.